Shout out to Spencer Pratt. Shout out to you, Spencer Pratt. Shout out to you, Spencer. Shout out. Shout out to you. Shout out to you standing in your post, in position, in pocket. Shout out to you, Spencer and Heidi. Shout out to you. This may seem weird because I don't cry on camera, but I wanted to record a video because I wanted to pay respect where respect is due to God and to Spencer for like picking up his cross and doing what he's needed to do. I don't know Spencer personally, but I know his spirit. And I'm so elated because I know people that lost their homes. I have friends that lost their homes. Like, and I know what it is where like you go through something and then like there's an uproar and then there's nothing because people get over things quickly when it has nothing to do with you. It's not, it's not like you can get mad about it. It's just the way life is. Survival of the fittest in many ways. People are out here trying to survive. Should everyone be thriving? Yeah, everyone should be thriving. But everyone's not thriving. And so I'm crying because I'm so proud of Spencer. I'm so proud of him because I know how hard what he's been doing has been. I know. And he lost everything on top of that. But God gives us all we need for the mission at hand. And so that's why I'm crying. There ain't no shame in my game. And sometimes people just need to see you cry. The enemy tried to weaponize tears and shit. Got people going, it's weird. It's weird when you cry on camera. It's weird. Why isn't it weird when you're an ass on camera? Why isn't it weird when you doing fuck shit on camera? Why isn't it weird when you saying crazy shit on camera? Why isn't it weird when you fucking on camera? Why isn't it weird when you doing all of that? But when somebody's crying, being vulnerable, it's a problem? Bitch, please. Please. The devil's a liar. I'm giving shout outs to Spencer Pratt. You're amazing. You and Heidi are amazing. God is using you. And that's it. And I'm going to give glory. And if I got tears in my eyes, I got tears in my eyes. Shit. The devil's.
I'm with her 1,000%. The devil, don't let the devil win. If you want to cry, if you want to show love to somebody, give someone their flowers while they're here. Give them their flowers while they're here, man.
We got Newsom. We got him. We sent a PRA request to the state of California asking for documents to support governor's claim that he had pre-positioned 110 engines in Southern California in the days prior to the Palisades fire. We just received the state's production, and not surprisingly, Gavin lied. And according to the documents at the governor's Office of Emergency Services, pre-positioned 45 engines and 3 hand crews January 5th to Southern California. All caps, none of them were sent to Pacific Palisades. In fact, the closest resources were sent to Santa Clarita, over an hour away from the Palisades. This evidence supports our claim against the state of California that it did nothing to ensure that the Lockman fire did not rekindle on its parkland during the predicted and historic Santa Ana wind event. If they were going to pre-position resources anywhere, you'd think to send a strike team to Pacific Palisades, where a fire had occurred days earlier in Topanga State Park, the majority of which had not burned in. The only thing Governor Gavin Newsom was truthful about was admitting that the Palisades fire started on state park land.
All right. So I really don't like to discuss things like this because, many people have lost their property. Some people lost their lives. And it's highly unfortunate that this happened to them. And it could have been avoided had their governor done what he was supposed to do. But I'm going to share this with you right here that I came across because this is absolutely insane. On October 28th, a story was done showing that there was a lawsuit. There's a huge lawsuit on Gavin Newsom because of this. The thing that pisses me off is that these politicians never get arrested for what they do. They are never held accountable for what they do, especially when you become as big as a governor. They're never held responsible for what they do.
As the state is blameless here, that the lawsuit is meritless because an arsonist is to blame. However, lawyers for the victims say, wait a minute, that failures and negligence on the part of the city and the state make them financially liable for the losses that you see. So let me explain. The U.S. Attorney has already charged 29-year-old Jonathan Rinderneck with setting the Lockman fire in the hills above the Palisades. It was around midnight on New Year's Eve, and by dawn, firefighters claimed to have put that Lockman fire out. But investigators later found that wasn't accurate, that firefighters failed to extinguish the fire and that embers continued to smolder underground and reignited to cause the Palisades fire. And here is their alleged smoking gun. January 2nd, 24 hours after firefighters said the Lockman fire was fully contained, this hiker video shows the fire still smoldering, and you can see the smoke. Now, lawyers in the lawsuit say the firefighters failed to use thermal imaging or mop up the Lockman fire so it was out. They also say the State Parks Department, contrary to its own rules, failed to inspect where the fire began on the park or post a fire watch, despite a high wind forecast that investigators say reignited the embers a week later.
There's no evidence that a single state employee did their job, followed their own policy manual, inspected that area where the fire was, knew that these devastating winds were coming. They just didn't do their job. And we intend to hold the state of California responsible.
Governor Newsom rejects the claim, saying, quote, the state didn't start this fire. That was an arsonist. And the state wasn't responsible for responding to or monitoring the fire. But opportunistic plaintiffs' attorneys are now going after this Department of Parks and Rec.
He threw the firefighters under the bus. He took no responsibility, completely dodged the issue of his own state parks agency not doing inspection of this land.
With a myriad of issues. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor of down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties and the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days.
All right, guys. So this is what we're dealing with right here. All right. So the truth versus Gavin Newsom narrative about the fire aid scandal and wildfire prevention efforts, according to AI, collecting data from valid sources. All right. So just follow along. We're going to get through this real quick. All right. So fire prevention efforts scandal and the fire aid scandal, two separate issues. The wildfire prevention scandal, overstated acreage. A 2021 report found that Governor Newsom overstated the number of acres treated for wildfire prevention, claiming 90,000 acres was treated when only 11.4 thousand had actually been treated. That's the difference of what? Is that the difference between 78.6 thousand? 78.6, is that 78.6? Was that 88.6? That's 88.6. 88.6 thousand, bro. God gracious, was not treated. Disinvestment in prevention. The same report, and sorry for my poor math, but I got it right eventually. The disinvestment in prevention. The same report indicated that the state's fire prevention work dropped by 50% in 2020. State officials knew. The state fire chief reportedly knew the figures were incorrect. No one reported the correct figures, and Gavin Newsom still hasn't gotten in trouble for it. Okay. What's next? The investigation in October 2025, House Republicans launched an investigation into the distribution of funds from the charity Fire Aid. Charity and Newsom's office, the investigation, is examining the relationship between the charity and the California Volunteers Fund, which is housed within Newsom's office. Here are the misleading claims. A separate Instagram post claimed Newsom's wife nonprofit did not receive money from fire aid. So clearly, there's the opposite. Now, other related controversies, PG&E controversy, another controversy involved in Governor Newsom's relationship with the energy company PG&E, particularly regarding laws and financial dealings that critics claim protected the company from responsibility for wildfire damage. Political donations. Some critics have pointed to political donations received by Newsom from PG&E. Listen, man, these politicians need to be held accountable for what they do. There's a lot of people that got hurt from this. A lot of people lost their homes from this. He lied on forums saying that he serviced upwards of 90,000 acres when clearly it was minus 78. It was 78. It was 78.4. Yeah, 78,000. 78,000 minus 78,000 acres. Why would he lie saying 90,000? Also, why is no one holding him accountable? That's just where I am right now. Shout out to the young lady who put it out there. Just giving all, shouting out the gentleman who started this whole thing, lost it all, and now he's cooking. He's killing it on social media now. He's an actual investigative journalist because he decided to stand on all 10 toes and go after Gavin Newsom. And now because of that, the truth is coming out. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.